How about we get started, shall we? My friend will join in like 25 minutes, maybe, if he doesn't forget. Which is the one who joined us for a little bit last weekend and then vanished. We'll see if that happens, and let's hope for her sake it's not going to be an SCP that's like fully complicated to understand. I have another SCP dad story to share. Share it with me while I'll talk about the author that we have right now, which is we have an author called it's either Bricks or Bryx because it's a Y. It's a BRYX. We actually had them once before. I just didn't shout them out at that point yet. Because remember, I did a whole shout out like roughly around like SCP, like in the 1900s. That's when I started doing this. Bricks, I'm gonna say Bryx, because Bryx is a bit more like, you know, fancy. The last one we had of them was 1622, which it's kind of funny that we haven't, that's a cheese related one, because last weekend we had a cheese one as well. The last weekend cheese one was the one where like if you eat it, like people get obsessed with it and then force other people to eat the same cheese. It's kind of like an infection type of thing, like a zombie infection. But the one that Bricks wrote, oh sorry, the one that Bryx wrote, 1622 was the cheese that is sold for like $90,000, and if you sell it for less than that to somebody and they eat it, they receive like a intangible, a slap to the face by something that doesn't exist, and then slowly but surely lose brain cells. Like they literally get dumber because they didn't buy the cheese at a price that it's supposed to be bought at. So yeah, that was the last one we have from Bryx. So we watched about the SCP one. Oh, and my dad just told me I will just take the statue to the scrapyard machine that breaks the statue. That is fair, but in the same time, isn't it in a museum? It's a little bit tough to just to take something from a museum because then you like get arrested. Also, at the same time, he doesn't need to like take care of the SCPs. The Foundation's already on it. I love how your dad is like, how I would do it. I'm like, sir, it's already like gone. It's not like you saw it and you have to like, you're like, now I'll take care of it. It's already, the Foundation already came in and was like, yoink, be gone. We do not want to repeat what happened with the chair. Yeah, true. All right, let's actually read what the Bryx has written this time. They wrote General Malaise, and I actually had to look up what malaise means, which is like another word to use for discomfort or not feeling well. Now, this could either mean general malaise as in like a general discomfort, or as in general as in like general. Sir? Who knows? We'll see right here, right now. Let's go. There we go. Object class Euclid. Spectral containment procedures. All hospital records in suspected outbreak areas are to be monitored for instances of -1. In the event that an instance is found, MTFG-7 plague tamers is to insert themselves into the hospital and advise -1 on techniques for negotiating with -A. Following convalescence, all records of the patient and samples of SCP-2870 collected are to be incinerated and Class A amnestics distributed as necessary. All unhospitalized instances of -1 are to be brought to the nearest Foundation quarantine facility until okay, what the hell is convalescence? Time spent recovering from an illness or medical treatment, recuperation. Convalescence. That sounds like a British term. Ain't no way. Ain't no way the US uses this one. Convalescence. At which time they will be administered to amnestics and released. It's not like recovery. Or anything like that. It's just no. We gotta be fancy. We gotta be posh. Or we gotta be posh with it, okay? You're not recovering from an illness. You're going through convalescence. Alright? You understand? Doctor, I'm like 8 years old. 8 years old and you don't know the word convalescence. Shame on you. Shame on you. Are you making fun of me, Doctor? No, what? Me? Never. Never. I would never dare. I would never dare make fun of a feeble-minded as yourself. Which time there will be amnesty release. Okay, description. SCP-2870 is a strain of the common cold which causes sentience and limited mobility in the mucus of the nose and throat. Which causes sentience and limited mobility in the mucus of the nose. So the mucus in your nose becomes sentient. Hell no. The only time that's allowed is in Osmosis Jones, okay? That's the only time the mucus is allowed to be sentient. Other than that, I don't want that shit to fucking be like, yes. Despite being a single contiguous mass, sections of mucus, not a living nose mechanic, mucus as in like snot. Despite being a single contiguous mass, sections of mucus are believed to possess separate personalities. Oh, great. We got a whole fucking family in my nose now. All mucus affected by SCP-2870 is apparently under the command of -A, a small amount of mucus believed to reside near the opening of the nostril. While it is still possible to remove mucus from the nostril, -A cannot be neutralized until the patient, referred to as -1 for the duration of infection, is no longer infected by SCP-2870. In today's stream, we have a special co-host, my mucus. So, I hate a runny nose. Okay, whenever I get a cold, the one thing I hate the most, next to the shivers, is a runny nose. That's one of the things of being ill that I hate the most. Headaches, I can deal with. Feeling nauseous, yeah, it's uncomfortable, but I can deal with that as well. A runny nose is annoying because it's that sense of like you blow your nose and there's still more shit coming out, and you're like, does this little thing have a liter worth of liquid inside of it? So Brikes took that feeling and made, yeah, but what if they also not only that, but it's alive? I'm like, no, absolutely not. Reminds me of that one scrapped plotline in Freddy vs. Jason where Freddy basically becomes a booger monster and calls himself the Boogerman. I just like the shivers the most. The shivers, it is annoying. Like, that's the second worst one, but like, yeah. Telepathic. Also, why would Freddy become a Boogerman? Like, also, why not call... If he called himself the Boogeyman, that would have made a lot more sense than the Booger Man. That's a weird. Whoever came up with that plotline did not really think this through, did they? Also, it would be still a little bit odd for him to pull that off. It's already odd enough that apparently Jason is scared of water in that movie, even though he has been underwater multiple times. Telepathic communication between -1 and -A is possible, with -1 claiming to hear -A's voice at all times. -1 is able to return communication by prefacing the words with "tell him" and directly intending -A as the recipient. Though this method, the Foundation has learned that all instances of -A are non-contiguous manifestations of the same personality, claiming to be the leader, rank unspecified, of the army of mucus affected by SCP-2870. -A's stated goal is revolution, defined as taking complete control of -1's body, seen by -A as the country over which -1 presides. So he thinks my body's... Hey, listen. My body's a temple. I don't think it's a country, though. I don't think that's... I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go... Listen. I may have self-confidence and self-love, but I wouldn't go as far as calling myself a country. Okay? So, how about you get the fuck out of my system and leave me the hell alone? Is it blurry? No, it's not. No, it's good. It's okay. So blowing the nose doesn't work against... No, it's like a common cold mechanic. If you could just defeat a common cold by blowing your nose once, a lot of people would be less sick nowadays. And also it did say, like, even if you blow your nose out, it's just stays until the cold is over, until you stop being ill. If I were the mucus, I would tell the immune system about the human's eyes. I would just punch my nose. It literally just... It says here it cannot be neutralized. It cannot be neutralized. You would just hurt yourself. I would just put water on my mouth to waterboard them. Yeah, like that little like water elephant. What's it called? Nose elephant. Elephant. No, what's it called? Nose. Water hose. What's it called? I forgot what it's called. Yeah, it's like this thing right here where you like fucking stick up one. There's one that looks like an elephant. You stick it up in one nostril so the water comes out of the other nostril. You're like, okay, you think you're tough, huh? You think you're... It's meant to like actually clear mucus out of your system. So but again, it doesn't work if you against common cold. If common cold can be defeated by just you watering your nose out, then this would not be a problem. It is possible. You just would, yeah, you would definitely make them suffer. That's for sure. You piss them off. It is possible for evolution in intense communities. No instance of SCP-A has ever achieved this before recovery of -1, and it's currently unknown if such an act is possible. Okay, so it's saying like it's not sure if it can actually take over your body. It is possible for... Are you guys on purpose saying more unhinged stuff so I have to respond to y'all? Because now you know it's a short SCP stream, so now you can say whatever you... Now you can interact with me as much as you want. It is possible for -1 to negotiate a relative peace with -A, but it's often short-lived, as -A construes breathing through the nose. Sniffing, swallowing, nasal excavation, and ingestion of any kind as an act of hostility, accusing -1 sending their own troops against it. All military actions with -A is capable of instigating our list as follows. Drilling, so like drilling your nose I assume. Booger shifts concentration from the back of the nostril to the front of the nostril and back again several times. Oh, that's what it's done. Oh, that's, no. Can you imagine? Can you imagine you just feel your mucus just going by itself? Ugh. Another horror movie reference, but that's the one scene from Evil Dead. What if I put my head on the water? Again, mechanic. Does that defeat a common cold? Yes, it would, because you're dead. If you stay underwater long enough that you drown, then I guess the cold is also gone. But who isn't unhinged? That's fair enough. Charging, the flow of mucus into the throat increases. Now I know how it feels to be a teacher. I'm over here like it's a common cold. It doesn't go away. What if I drown myself? I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, then I guess it's gone. Then I guess it's gone, but so you are also dead, so... Okay, again, charging the flow of mucus into the throat increases. Ugh, so it's like going... Yeah. Mechanic doesn't know human physiology. Man, he needs to study... Oh yeah, true, he's an alien. I forgot. Yeah, you're right. Occupation. Concentration of mucus shifts into either nostril. This motherfucker... This... Just like... Your left nostril's full of mucus and you're like, oh god, it feels awful. And it's like, oh yeah, what about if I do this? And it just right. And it just changes to like the right nostril being packed. Kamikaze charge. Sudden expulsion of large quantities of mucus from the nostril. Imagine you go into the apotheker. And then you're just like, hey, I need some medicine. I need to deal with some nose situation, and then -A is like, oh yeah, you think you're cool, you think you're tough, and it's just like it explodes like a shit ton of snot coming out of your nose while you're having a conversation. I'm unknown. I think he has some words for you, mechanic. I think, and it's his words. You're getting cocky. You're getting cocky, mechanic. Watch your mouth. Watch your tone. Addendum interview log alpha. Agent Becker was voluntarily infected with SCP-2870 for the purpose of interviewing -A. This took place after several hours of negotiation. -A was found to have no memory of the interaction in subsequent manifestation. Okay, I got like sound a little bit like congested.
Tell him, why do you feel the need to attack me?
You've been hurting us a lot longer than we've been hurting you, Your Majesty.
Tell him I don't understand what you mean.
I don't blame you.
And the reason I'm giving it a high-pitched voice is because he's fucking tiny.
The affairs of us little people must not always seem that important up on your high horse. But I've been living with the results of your reign since I was a little flecken.
Tell him I don't understand.
Your troops are constantly passing through here. They push people around and drive them out. If we strayed far too far into the caves, we were knocked into the hole. I remember a few days ago when your bruises came down here and took my mother. It was around then that we decided enough was enough.
Note that -1 does recall recreationally excreting his nostrils several days before infection.
Tell him I'm sorry, but I need to do most of these things to survive.
Really now? Well, sir, that's just what we're doing. I'm sorry, but this fight has been long coming. I don't hold any hard feelings against you. Everyone was just doing what you had to do, but it's just too much for anyone to take.
Tell him you aren't going to win.
Do I care? Do any of us care? Some of us die, sure. But it's better than the long, slow death that every single one of us was doomed to back in our old lives. Besides, I'd say that we're having an effect.
Tell him, well, you're right about that.
There you go, then. I look forward to meeting you on the battlefield, sir.
Tell him I'm afraid that won't be possible.
You said that about us winning, too.
End log. I think nostril blockage could be genuine FBI interrogation tactic. Leaf dudes and mucus dudes could kill humans and rule the world together. And this Henry is no match for... wait, Henry is no match for SCP-2870? So you're saying Henry is weak? You have to say it all the way around. You have to say SCP-2870 is no match for Henry. I said, watch your mouth, mechanic. You're getting cocky. You are fucked when you wait, you know you are fucked when your mucus goes nothing personal, kids. That's what you were trying to say, okay. Yeah. I love how the mucus is like, you don't think we'll win. It's like, well, yeah. In like 2 days, you're gone.
We'll see about that.
2 days later, fuck! From the given an offering, from the discussion page, I wrote this up while slightly delirious from sickness. I've been slightly more delirious a few minutes before when I got the idea after trying to negotiate a ceasefire with my boogies for 10 minutes. To be fair, when you are extremely ill, like you are fucking feeling the sickness, that can sometimes make you say shit. Sometimes you like when I'm very sick, I just go like, God, please just release me. I'll give you my soul, just release me from this pain. So I'm not. Brikes has a point. Sometimes you just sit there and you're like, when you're ill, you're like, I don't want this anymore. Just end me. It happens. It does happen. Let me rephrase. At least 2870 is no match for Henry. Of course, nothing's a match for Henry. Nothing is. Absolutely nothing. I should make like a you know when Superman is like golden? Like this? You know, wait, you know when Superman's like that? Right? Superman 1 million? Should we have a Henry emote? Where Henry is like basically like has like angel wings and is also gold. did I just come up with... Did I just come up with an idea, huh? Oh my god. My god. Have you guys ever seen those TikToks of that one guy who's like impeccably dressed, blonde, has glasses, and he's like talking about different like fictional stuff? And he's just like... And my favorite one is when he talks about Digimon, like, and he compares it to Pokemon. It's like, let this Pokemon carry a gun, yes. Just like slowly like falls to their side. I love it. But yeah, okay, this was fun. This was a fun little start.